legends, two eras, two icons who defined wrestling history, but whose legacy cast a longer shadow. Sting, WCW's greatest hero, or The Undertaker, WWE's immortal phenom. Welcome back, wrestling fans, and today we're breaking down two of the most influential superstars in wrestling history, Sting and The Undertaker. And from their iconic personas to their incredible matches, we'll dive into their achievements, impact, and why they'll forever be remembered in the annals of professional wrestling. So let's get started. Let's go back to the beginning. Sting started his journey way back in the 80s as part of the tag team, the Blade Runners, alongside the Ultimate Warrior. But it wasn't long before he became WCW's golden boy. With his bleach blonde hair, colourful face paint, and boundless energy, Sting quickly became the face of WCW in their early years, practically carried a promotion on his back. Sting's 45-minute classic against Ric Flair in the late 80s not only put him on the map, but solidified him as a future star. And Flair himself called Sting the franchise of WCW. Meanwhile, The Undertaker debuted at WWE's Survivor Series in 1990, introduced by the legendary Ted DiBiase, and the dead man immediately captured audiences with his menacing aura and unmatched presence. It wasn't just the character that stood out, it was how believable he made it. In an era filled with larger-than-life gimmicks, The Undertaker was something different. He wasn't playing a role, he was the dead man. And one of the reasons these two legends stood the test of time was their ability to reinvent themselves time and again. Sting's transformation in the mid-90s into the Crow, inspired by the Brandon Lee movie, was a game changer. Gone were the bright colours and big smiles, and in their place we got a dark, silent vigilante who took on the NWO single-handedly. And who could forget these moments? The silent stare, the black bat. It was pure theatre. Fans were glued to their screens, waiting for Sting to strike. Undertaker, on the other hand, took Reinvention to another level. From the original undead mortician to the satanic leader of the Ministry of Darkness, and eventually to the biker badass in the early 2000s, every version of Taker felt authentic. And when he returned to his dead man persona, it was like wrestling's Grim Reaper had come home. And these evolutions kept both men relevant in ever-changing eras of wrestling. Now let's talk about the matches. Sting's rivalry with Ric Flair defined WCW's early years. Their bouts were clinics in storytelling and athleticism. And then came Sting versus Hulk Hogan at Starrcade, the highest grossing pay-per-view in WCW history. It was the culmination of a year-long storyline, and it cemented Sting as the ultimate hero. On the flip side, The Undertaker's resume is packed with unforgettable Wrestlemania moments. His streak of 21 consecutive wins at Wrestlemania is unmatched. Matches like his Hell in a Cell against Mankind and his showdowns with Shawn Michaels and Triple H are etched in wrestling history. While Sting thrived in WCW and later TNA, Taker dominated the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania, and it's hard to top that level of consistency at the Super Bowl of wrestling. But let's get into their impact. Sting was the heart of WCW, especially during the Monday Night Wars, and his battle against the NWO wasn't just a storyline, it was a cultural phenomenon. And without Sting, WCW might not have competed with WWE as long as it did. Undertaker, though, wasn't just a star, he was the backbone of WWE. And even behind the scenes, he was a leader, a mentor, and a symbol of loyalty. He stuck with WWE through thick and thin, becoming one of Vince McMahon's most trusted performers. Both men redefined longevity in wrestling. Sting, still performing in AEW until recently, was continuing to wow fans at nearly 65 years of age. Meanwhile, Undertaker retired after 30 years in WWE, leaving behind a legacy of unparalleled loyalty and mystique. Who else can say they've had matches that fans still talk about decades later? Very few. But these aren't just careers, they're legends spanning multiple generations. And let's not forget the fans. Sting was WCW's ultimate hero, the silent guardian who fought against the odds. And The Undertaker, meanwhile, was feared and respected. His connection with fans wasn't about cheers, it was about awe. And both men made us feel something unique. And that's what wrestling is all about. So who is greater? Sting, the ultimate hero of WCW, or The Undertaker, WWE's immortal icon? Honestly, it depends on what you value most. Sting gave us loyalty, heroism, and unforgettable battles with the NWO. Undertaker gave us longevity, mystique, and Wrestlemania magic. The truth is, both of them are irreplaceable. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Are you Team Sting or Team Undertaker? What special memories do you have of either? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for listening once again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more epic wrestling content moving forward. And until next time, take care and keep grappling with greatness.